Namaste and welcome. It is Rishi here from MeditateWithRishi.com, and today we are answering the question, what makes a true spiritual master? How can we tell if somebody is a truly enlightened master? In this day and age, this is such an important question, and I want to give you the answer. I'm going to share with you the answer that was given by Yogananda. It is brilliant. Okay, so what Yogananda is saying is that we should not think that just because somebody looks the part or talks really well or has a lot of knowledge, those are not signs of being enlightened, right? You know, this has been the case through the ages. Just because people are sitting on a platform and, you know, speaking a lot of wisdom from the scriptures, they can quote verbatim anything from the scriptures. People tend to think that, wow, this person, you know, they have so much knowledge, they must be enlightened. But actually, even a parrot can do that, just quoting verbatim from the scriptures, right? Knowledge has got very little to do with true experience. So what Yogananda said is that the ancient rishis have actually given an acid test for a true master. A true master is one that fulfills both of these qualities. Number one, they should be able to enter the breathless state at will. And number two, they should be able to maintain the highest Samadhi at all times. Number one, they should be able to enter the breathless state at will, and they should be able to maintain the highest Samadhi at all times. Okay, very clear, very simple. Allow me, I'll try my best to explain both of these to you. Okay, firstly, what is the breathless state? The breathless state, you may even have experienced it, is a state that happens naturally in deep meditation. So as you become calmer, your breath becomes more and more subtle. And as the mind becomes calmer, it comes to a point where the breath is so subtle that actually it stops. It just suspends itself temporarily. You may have experienced this, right? What Yogananda is saying is that it's not just the ability to experience the state, but to enter it at will, which means that right now, here and now, if someone tells you enter, you should be able to enter the breathless state at will. Okay, that's number one. Number two is that they should be able to maintain the highest Samadhi at all times. What is Samadhi? Samadhi basically means that you have totally merged with the universal consciousness. You have lost your identity as this body and mind and merged with the infinite, essentially, right? Now, this again happens in deep states of meditation. When the breathless state comes, it comes as a result of the breath stopping and the mind also stopping. There are no thoughts whatsoever. Think about it. When there are no thoughts, there is no identification with the body-mind, because it's only when there is an identification, right? The thought comes from I this, I that, I this, I this. But if there is no thought, there is no I. The identification drops completely and you merge with the universal consciousness. You go from individual consciousness to universal consciousness, okay? And this again is temporary. It lasts as long as your meditation. What Yogananda is saying is that it's not just this type of Samadhi, which many advanced yogis can enter. The Samadhi should be maintained at all times, which means that even when you are not sitting and practicing meditation, there is no sense of body and mind. You're totally merged with the infinite. Okay, so advanced yogis, just to make this very clear, advanced yogis can access the breathless state and they can enter Samadhi during meditation. What Yogananda is saying is that a true master is able to enter the breathless state at will, at any time. And his Samadhi or her Samadhi is constant, regardless of whether they are meditating or not meditating. They're enlightened. They no longer identify as body-mind. They identify with the infinite at all times. Okay? So the point of this video is that these are the signs of a true master. If somebody is in this state, the people around them will know. They will just know. Think of Ramana Maharshi. People around him knew. They knew he was enlightened. There was no question about it. Okay, so one of the takeaways for you from this is that feel free to learn from anyone. Anyone can be your teacher. But before you surrender your entire life to a guru, at least think that, is this person, have they reached the ultimate? Or are they just talking from a platform? Okay, so that is it. I really hope that this helps. Thank you very much for watching. Namaste.